to Mystery Beers episode number 251 of
Brutal Battle.
We're at it again. We're mystery beering it up.
Haven't done this in a little while.
I'm just going to say right now, I think we have 2 hazy IPAs in front of us. Again, This is how I'm doing it. I'm going to our liquor store. I am going to the cooler section where they have singles. I am taking one of their, 6-pack holders, and I am putting my hand in indiscriminately. First beer I grab, it's going in there without me looking, and I'm doing that 6 times. So I could be picking all the same styles. Yeah. I don't know. The only thing I do know is that I don't have duplicate beers.
Right.
Because when I get it up to the cashier, I always say, A, I can't know what the beers are because this is why. And they're like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I say, B, can you make sure that I didn't duplicate any beers?
Yeah.
And so I know there will be no duplicates over the next 3 Mystery Beers episodes. But that doesn't mean that there can't be duplicates if I go back again.
Right, that's true.
So it could happen. Yeah. It's a possibility, and I'm a little bit bummed that it looks like it's 2 hazy IPAs for this episode. Hopefully, it's not the same for the next 2 episodes after this. So, at minimum, we have 2 more Mystery Beers episodes after this.
Yeah.
So, at any rate, though, it's fun. Even if it's beers we don't really like, it's
trying
fun.
Something new.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say before we get into it?
I don't think so. I was just disappointed because I wanted some stouts.
Yeah, well...
Stout season.
Maybe there will be one. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway.
Okay. So this glass is my first one?
Yes, that is beer A.
Okay.
It looks very yellow. Like white yellow, kind of.
Yeah. It's a good descriptor, and it's hazy.
Very hazy. Very, very hazy. I mean, it looks like a hazy IPA. Can't see through it.
I'm still a little congested, so hopefully my sniffer's
Yeah, I one of my nostrils is pretty clear. The other one, I have like barely any. So we'll see what we get. There's not a ton on the nose.
Yeah. I mean...
It smells hoppy, obviously. It's got a little bit of a Vaseline-y type smell.
A little pineapple.
Definitely pineapple to it. The more that I'm sniffing it, the more I'm picking up on the actual smell that's going on there. It's not... Like, your first sniff or two, it's not very pronounced. It doesn't, like, smack you in the nose. But the more you keep sniffing it, you're starting to get a little bit... Definitely that pineapple. I'm getting a little bubble gum, actually. Pineapple bubble gum. It's a little soapy as well.
The bubble gum is always something I can never suss out.
I do like that smell in beers, honestly.
It smells good.
It does smell good. It's just, with these hazy IPAs, a lot of the times the smell is really good, and then the taste doesn't have much taste to it. So we'll see.
Well, it definitely doesn't have a lot of taste.
No. Tastes like yeast.
It's like water yeasty.
Yeah, water yeast.
Not much of anything going on.
There's actually more of a bitterness to it than I thought there was going to be. So, I like the level of bitterness. I just want more flavor.
I'm getting the Vaseline on the taste.
Yeah, it is Vaseline on the taste. I get that bubble gum, actually.
Okay.
It's very faint. This is the thing. The flavor is so faint.
Yeah.
It primarily tastes like yeast. It's like bready, yeasty yuck.
I'm getting a little orange.
Yeah, definitely a little orange. Bubblegum, Vaseline.
Not much, though.
I get a very, very, very slight pine in there as well.
Sure.
It's very slight.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
hate it.
I was just going to say, I can't, hate it because it's nothing offensive. It's just nothing I want to drink because it's lacking in flavor for me.
And actually, as I'm continuing to sip it, it's tasting soapy a little bit. So that is something that's turning me... Yeah, that's turning me off a little bit. I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, it could be the winner. We don't know what Beer B is going to bring.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Other half IPAs.
Okay. Could be.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I know they stock a decent amount of other half at that place, so...
Oh, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, take a drink. Especially since they're potentially very similar beers. You definitely need to cleanse your palate there. Okay, so not great on the first one. It's not a bad beer. I see where people like it.
Yeah.
But I don't really like it.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully the Beer B is much better.
So this one's a little more orange.
Yeah, it definitely is. definitely more
but
orange.
it's still very yellow.
And you can't see through it, obviously.
Yeah. Although I think it's more see-through than the first one. Oh.
There's a smell in there. There's not a lot to the nose on this one either. But it smells...
There's something in there, though.
I get like a slight banana-y smell.
Okay.
It's kind of like a little like overripe banana, but it's not strong.
Yeah.
It's like this very slight hint.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Or smell that, rather.
Yeah, if you could see smells, that would be...
I definitely can see why you would say that. I can smell it.
There's something else in there that's coming off a little bit tart.
This is more of a mild nose than the first one.
I know. Yeah, I thought there was barely any nose to the
know.
first one. There's even less to this one.
Yeah,
it's
this
weird.
one's really hard to suss out.
So I have to take these really big... It's smelling a little coconutty, actually. Slight, but I get a little coconut creaminess.
You think is it a sour?
No, I don't. Could be a milkshake IPA.
Could be.
It doesn't smell bad what I can smell of it.
But a little, tropicality.
Yeah, slight tropicality.
I'm going in.
I mean, yeah, I can't get anything else out of the nose. I just really can't.
What is that? That's not an IPA.
It might be.
You think so?
It might be. It's interesting.
It's very watery.
It's watery.
This has less flavor than the first one.
I don't know. I'm kind of okay with this.
Really? I am preferring the first one more.
I'll have to go back and taste, but this is giving me... It's not orange. It's some sort of something that's close.
There's Did you say there's a bitterness?
Yeah, no, I didn't. But
there is.
Yeah, there's a bitterness to it.
Like a decent bitterness.
It's really drying. Like super, super, super drying. It's got that yeasty finish to it. There's a little pininess. Actually, there's kind of a medium pininess. But again, like the flavor's kind of low.
It's very low.
Just like the nose.
I mean, it could be like a session IPA.
Session hazy. I mean, I can see that. Yeah, there's an oranginess in there. But it's creamy too. There's like a vanilla. It's like it's like a orange, like a really like low key orange creamsicle.
It's very hard for me to pick out flavors in this, just because
I know it's hard.
Very,
it is like
subtle.
The flavors aren't vibrant at all. But what I can get when you're really concentrating, it's like very faint, low level orange creamsicle type. So
I don't know.
It's not, I mean, it's with a little bit of pine to it. I mean, I don't like either of these. I mean, I'm going to be honest, the second one reminds me of other half too.
Well, they could both be.
I don't know. It's just like that, it's got that soapiness too. Like, that's a big thing with those other half IPAs, is they're soapy. And this Beer B has a soapiness like Beer A does. I don't know. I don't like either of these. It's just like, which one's better? Or are they on the same level?
I mean, for me, I like A more because there's more flavor. I think there's more flavor.
There is more flavor to A. That is true.
Neither of them are like offensive. But neither of them I want to drink more of.
B has a bit of a sweetness to it.
You think?
That, I mean, they both have like a sweetness to them because that, is very common with hazy IPAs, but it's got more of a sweetness that I can perceive than Beer A does. So, all right, do you know what you want to, I don't know. They're not terrible beers, but I don't love it. It's like, they're very low.
I don't know if I should, to me, they're kind of like both threes.
Yeah, I feel like that's high. Okay, so...
I like A more, but not like a whole point more.
I don't know. These both... I mean, they get ones from me. I think they're both crappy.
Both ones?
Should I not do ones?
I mean, I'm not persuading you.
Okay.
You
I mean,
are a little more.
It's not like the most. It's not like the most garbage of the garbage. They're not skunky or anything. I'll give them 2s. That makes more sense.
Maybe you need to explain your ratings.
2.5. 2.5 for both of them. They're tying. They're on the same level. They're 100% on the same level. They're not very good. So 2.5.
This is Brutal Battle for a reason.
Right.
So we are a little harsh in our rankings. Carlin's usually more harsh than I am.
And yes, it's 2 out of 10.
Right. And for me, if 5 is an average beer, and then I kind of go up or down depending on.
Right.
And I don't know how you could.
All right. Well, which one do you want to?
For me, first? I like A more. So
so let's do B first. Okay. Let's do B first.
So for me, this was like a session IPA.
So these are both 16-ounce cans. I know that.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. I mean, it's a tie. They're both 2.5. What is this? I mean, it's a hazy IPA.
Sly Fox?
Oh, yeah. Sly Fox Brewing out of Pottstown, Pennsylvania. So this makes sense. Anytime I've had Sly Fox, I don't like it. So it's just their Sly Fox Hazy Alpha Foxtrot Hazy IPA.
And what's the ABV?
6.4.
Well, you don't perceive that.
No, but this beer sucks, man. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Come on now.
And
I haven't had Sly Fox in a long time. For this reason, right. I don't like their beer.
I was just going to say that this is never a beer we would pick up on our own.
No. I literally see Sly Fox and I avoid.
And it's always interesting when we do these wine tastings because we drink things that we would never pick up.
Yeah, well, this reaffirms to me that we can stay away from Sly Fox.
It's just a straight up IPA, really.
Yeah, it's not good. All right, so let's go ahead and see what A is.
Well, straight up hazy IPA.
A was your winner.
I mean,
it came out the same, but it was kind of your winner.
It was
slightly.
I did prefer it.
A is what the? Oh, it's Evergreen. Okay, so and Evergreen's out of
Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Camp Hill.
Oh, Camp Hill,
Pennsylvania. Yes, this is their Fruit Vigilante IPA, and it's 8.8%. I mean, they hit that well.
I would never guess that.
So, they say Fruit Vigilante is a golden, silky smooth IPA that tastes like a fruited shake. Double dry hopped with Simcoe Citra and New Zealand Matueka hops. It doesn't have that much flavor. Like, those hops are just so wasted, dude.
And, we've liked what we've had from Evergreen before.
Yeah. I will say, I'm looking back at the Hazy Alpha Foxtrot, and I will say on here it says they use Yakima Chief hops Veterans Hop Blend, which is intensely aromatic. Not
really.
Brewed to honor and support those who have supported us through their military service. Proceeds from the sale of the hop blend and our beer go to support the Hunter 7 Foundation.
What's that?
So that's cool.
Some sort of military.
I think it probably has to do with veterans. Nice. That is good. Well, I like that.
I'm glad we bought the beer to support the cause.
Yeah, for real. So, I mean...
Sorry we didn't like the beer. Sorry we didn't like either of these beers.
Stinkers. Not into it.
Okay, so hopefully you picked some better ones for the next round.
I mean, I didn't know what I was doing.
I know.
It was my hand. My hand was guiding me. The beer gods were in control. They want us to have this for some stupid reason. I don't know. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. If you want to email us, go ahead and do that. brutalbattlepodcast@gmail.com about whatever. We are on Untapped. I am Carlton Malibu, all one word.
I am RubyReb62.
Our Instagram.
Brutal Battle Podcast.
Website is brutalbattle.com, where you can get back episodes, or at archive.org by just searching Brutal Battle. Do us a favor, though. Subscribe to us through any sort of podcatcher you use, and rate us and review us. iTunes helps the most. And also just word of mouth. Word of mouth helps a lot, so please do that for us. Appreciate it, and thanks for checking this out. And until next time.
Keep it brutal.